Hi, welcome to the TMCnet newsroom. I'm Erik Linask, and I'm here with TMC's president, Rich Tehrani. Welcome, Rich.
How are you, Erik?
I'm well, thank you. Certainly an exciting night last night. Very positive for some, a little bit disappointing for others following last night's national elections. I'm sure you followed that closely. Now that we've got a new president-elect, the question, I guess, from our industry's perspective is, how is that going to impact the technology and the communication space? What is the election of Barack Obama going to do?
Well, that's a great question. Now, many of us know from a political perspective, obviously there were headwinds for the Republican Party, and subsequently it made it difficult for them to win. But regardless, you've got to give a lot of credit to the Obama campaign for not only beating Hillary Clinton early, but then doing a fantastic job of reaching into new areas and new demographics and utilizing technology and coordinating the use of the technology in ways that have never been used in politics before. In my experience, politics has always been something that was traditionally old-fashioned, old technology. You never think of the White House as being state-of-the-art. You don't think of it as utilizing the latest in technology. And then you've got, I guess, as an example of some of the latest in technology, out in Silicon Valley, you've got a whole bunch of companies doing incredible things, companies like Twitter and Facebook, and so many others that have enabled new forms of technology or new forms of communications, and tying this all in with VoIP and having all different kinds of communications tied in together so that people can truly interact in unusual and new ways. And for the first time now, we've seen a political campaign, the Obama campaign, utilize so many of these different techniques. There was an Obama Facebook page, or multiple Facebook pages. There was a campaign with SMS. There were applications on the iPhone. One of the more intriguing things that the Obama campaign did months ago was developing an application which went into your iPhone and actually allowed it to sort through all of your contact records in importance based upon swing state importance or swing state relevance. So basically allowing you, let's say you have 100 contacts, that the first 30 could have been in a swing state, and out of those you call them in order of importance. So really utilizing technology, and I'm going to have to use the term integrated marketing, in a way which has never been seen in politics in my experience. And to me, that signals the mainstreaming of truly integrated communications and marketing. You've got blogging, you've got Twitter, you've got Facebook, social networking, you've got search engine marketing. All of these forms of marketing, which to date have been kind of not that connected. They've been kind of little silos or islands, and most companies haven't figured out how to put them all together. So now we've got a political campaign that has shown the world that if you can put these things together and figure out how to utilize them together effectively, that you can truly drive participation of, in this case, the people, the electoral or the electorate, but for companies, that would be customers. So if you've got customers that are passionate about your products, and even if you've got a few of those customers that are passionate, how do you get those people more engaged? How do you get those people to come out and to support your product and actually be the advocates for others to come and purchase your products and services? And so that's what this election has shown me. And I believe many companies are going to sit down and reevaluate their marketing plans in a time when we're going into a slower economy, when money is tighter. How do you utilize integrated marketing and utilize it in such a way to expand your brand, to expand your sales, and to increase your revenues?
Interesting stuff. And certainly, I guess this plays into and is somewhat of an extension of some of the things that the Obama campaign talked about in the first place, things like extending high-speed broadband to everybody, universally extending it. And I guess it's that extension of communications capabilities that you're talking about in the business space as well, benefiting from new technologies, multi-channel communications, which is also something we're seeing a lot of coverage on in the media space.
Absolutely, and so that gets us to another point, and we don't know for sure what the administration is going to look like for the next 4 years, but there is a chance that we will now see more technology deployed within the government. Now, it's been deployed in this campaign, and it was successful. Now, we could, hopefully, we'll see technology integrated into our government, allowing more control by the population. I mean, this may just be wishful thinking on my part, but control by the people of what sorts of things the government does. I mean, it would be fantastic if we could have more input on what our government does, maybe tied into our Social Security numbers, logging into a secure place online, and allowing us to vote yes or no on different issues of the day in real time. Now, I'm hoping that that's where we get to someday. I would imagine the utopian society will get there, where we'll all have an immediate say on things. But it's unclear if we're going to take the first steps. It seems like we may.
Certainly looks that way, and I guess there are a lot of security concerns. You talked about voting and things like that. A lot of security issues to overcome in that respect before we get there. But it's exciting stuff, and it's very, very exciting to see presidential campaign leverage the new technologies and communications capabilities.
Yes, and the good thing about all these technologies is there are no pregnant or hanging chads. So that's the benefit. So
very true.
That's a plus.
Thanks very much, Rich, and keep up to date on the latest communications technologies with Rich, TMCnet, and certainly visit Rich's blog at Tehrani.com to hear the absolute latest.
Thank you.